And if, like me, your art is really bad, you don't know how to draw, you don't know how to sing, you don't know how to paint, you don't know how to sculpt, maybe this video is for you. And this is not a video of how to be the best artist that you can. This is not like, don't listen to people, it's your art, you shouldn't care. No. This is about what art can do for you. Like me, I don't know how to draw, I don't know how to paint, I really have difficult sculpting, but I have an art channel. And I have had many opportunities because my lack of artistic abilities hasn't stopped me. And that's really, really important. So let's start. I want to share my experience of how art have helped me in the opportunities that I have opened. I don't know how to draw, I don't know how to paint. You have to understand that since I was a kid, just drawing figure sticks has been a nightmare. I was really, really bad. I'm still really bad. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is a photo from the internet. I'm not even gonna try to draw it. But what I wanna share is that, but even if I wasn't that good, I've been a graphic designer for many years. I've done many logos, work on magazine, work on graphics for TV shows, everything local, nothing amazing, nothing to, wow, be recognized for, but still impressed that I had those opportunities because I just follow what I like. I really want to talk about the graphic design because I had a lot of people that always thought or expected that I was really good at drawing. Even when I was at university, almost all of them in my class knew how to draw. They have amazing portfolios. And maybe it was just anime or things like that, but they were amazing. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I have moments where I apply to jobs and they saw like simple marketing materials and they say, okay, this is good. Besides this, you have any specific portfolio of your hobby of drawing? We would love to see that. And I have to let them know that, to be honest, I know about photography, but I don't know how to draw. And I have some people telling me, oh, not even opening my portfolio have told me if this come up first. Oh, you don't know how to draw? Oh, thank you for coming. See you next time. And some people even told me this position doesn't really require drawing, but we would like people that know how to draw. Thankfully, it was just like two people that told me that, and it depends. It depends on the hiring manager. It depends on how open and closed they have their mind. But there are other opportunities, there are other people. That's why you have to apply. I'm saying this because some people, they didn't even touch my portfolio, they didn't even open it, or even the digital one, they didn't even bother to go. She said, you have the job. So of course, in my journey of doing art, I have improved, but I'm still doing really bad things. Just for the last 3 weeks, I've been trying to do 4 projects and they have failed completely. And I'm saying this because I have been doing sculpting, doing videos for this channel for many years. To be honest, I think I already reached over 100 sculptures. I haven't counted all of them, but I believe so. And it's not perfect, but it has given me a lot of experience. But even so, I have failed. I wanted to do 4 projects. 2 were with 2 different 3D printing, resin and filament. And I wanted to do an sculpting with clay. This, kind of ashamed to show it. It's really bad. You can see it's not, of course, done. And I still think if it really worth it to finish it. Would you like to see like a finished Cyclops? Comment below and I maybe finish it. And I did another sculpture, or I tried to do another sculpture, which was an epic fail. I did create a short how bad it was, but it was about a snow sculpture. And I'm telling you this because I know many artists fail, but they fail because they were not having a good day, because they didn't have inspiration, not because they didn't have the ability. I fail, and I recognize that I fail because my artistic abilities are not really high, or at least not as high as I want. Of course, I can improve, and actually, I'm working on how to be better. But the point of this is that even if I have done and I have videos with really, really bad sculptures, I still keep doing this. And I have people telling me, oh, how horrible your sculptures are. And by the way, thank you so much for all of you that have come out and also express that you like my sculpture and kind of defend me. Thank you so much. And just because of YouTube, sometimes I have to delete some comments. But for sure, I want to tell you that knowing that your art is bad, I think it's essential not only to set expectations for yourself in future jobs, but also to know what to improve. And I think one part of an artist should be always improving, always being amazed at what you can do. Because yes, right now you ask me to do a sculpture, probably will be horrible. I have impressed myself how I have worked with many materials. I have done some pieces that I really love that I say, how did I really did that? Like this sculpture that I did is not the best, but I love, it's an original design. I had it just in my mind and the paint is not the best, but I still love it. I love how it turned out. And one of the things that you have to know is, of course, you have to be proud just by the fact that you're creating something. You're already 50% ahead of all those amazing people that maybe they can create things that are amazing, but they only stay in their heads. They never really are alive. They never create them. So for sure, you have to be proud of that, even if not the best. But I cannot believe that I have created me, someone that didn't have talent. Cannot believe that I created a concrete sculpture taller than me, that was able to do it without knowledge of the material. Never worked with cement mix. And I did a Virgin Mary, this sculpture that it's just amazing I was able to do it. I still cannot believe it. I was able to do it. So what I would like to do is, yes, it's not only about not to give up and just to keep going, but it's about to don't get frustrated. Because it's so easy, I've seen so many people. They just want to give up, they want to throw their pencil, their sculpture, things, because it doesn't turn out the way they want it. And I think that you have to push yourself in many times, many times before anyone. No, yes, there's many people that are born with the talents. I have many family members, my siblings, my dad, my grandfather also, amazing at art, and I wasn't born with that. But I was born with an art quality, creativity. I think if YouTube was my only job, I will never run out of things to create, good or bad. But I always have so many ideas, and because of time, I don't create all of them. But slowly, I don't have a lack of ideas. Even I get materials and things. Right now, I just bought some molding and casting to create a mask, but that probably will be in a few months. But the important thing is you never know what your art will take you. Even if I don't know how to draw, how to paint, I was invited to be in a gallery. To me, it was the most exciting thing. Maybe I should have said no, because probably when people will see my paintings, it would have been a disaster. And I was passionate. What I wanted to do wasn't sculpting, was being a painter, really paint. I grew up seeing amazing paintings done by my family. My older brother, my sister, my dad, my grandpa, rest in peace. And sadly, another uncle that passed away. And they were amazing painters. No, my uncle did hundreds of oil painting, and I was surrounded by that. Always proud, never judging or never why I didn't have this talent. But of course, I wanted to do it. So yes, I painted a few things, nothing successful. And for this gallery, actually, I did like a forest that was horrible. But I painted, it was huge. It is huge. I have it like, to be honest, in a closet. But I was like excited to create something, and I created a face. It was the theme, the Day of the Dead. It was actually more about the butterfly that take your spirit. It was a whole story, but the point is that I created, they gave me a space and I created 3 paintings, and I had also a Photoshop thing that I did. Not the best either, but I was excited. I was excited, even if a little bit scared, because I didn't know what they will think. So my brother also did some paintings. For him, it was really easy to do it. And for me, it was like, what can I do? What can I do? And I really tried Like I mentioned, I love to draw and paint, even if I'm really bad. If I take a lot of time, I maybe can do something decent, but still you can see the defects. And here, I was just so excited. I created 3 paintings. One, the forest, trying to take away the ugly trees that I did with a huge face and try to make it a Date of the Dead theme. And then I created like a floating castle. That one more related to my novel because I did wrote a novel, almost 400 pages, and I was excited. I was excited. At the end, it was already like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I don't remember exactly, but I said I need another piece because they give me this space and I want to make sure that it's full. Only because of the gallery itself, but for me. So I created this butterfly. And I know right now if I will have time, I could create something way better. I was impressed that even if it was so simple, and it did took me from almost all night. I had to be at 8 o'clock at the gallery, and I think I was done like at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. I don't remember. It was so simple. I have so many people. They asked me and they wanted to buy that painting. So many. They called me. They talked to me in the gallery, and they wanted to buy it. And it was simple. At the end, I didn't want to. It was a gift for my mom. She has it on her house. But I was impressed that that to me was not really ugly, but it wasn't what I wanted, what I had in my mind. Most of my pieces, in my mind, it looked way better. But I was surprised that they wanted to buy it. So you never know what your art can do. You never know what people can see. But of course, I wouldn't been able to do that butterfly that wasn't good. Didn't try to paint and learn and keep going. Let's talk about one of my jobs that is animation in 3D modeling. I went to school, didn't really need it that much the degree because I was already being a graphic designer. But I went because of my love of animation. I always wanted to work on Pixar and do movies and things like that, like many people. Not anymore since Disney took over, but that's another story. But the important thing here is that I just went because I wanted to learn. I had the opportunity to study that degree, game design, 3D modeling, and animation. I went just for the animation. And I have 2 really great professors. One professor that worked on really, really famous games, but still, even if he had that passion for gaming and that you can feel it, and even he transferred that to all of us. He was like, you can be what you want, follow your dreams. You can be a game designer and do this and do that. But just to let you know, it's impossible to be in these amazing jobs, to work for these amazing companies. And that was like through the whole degree, pretty much. There was, you have to focus, do what you want, but at the same time, remember, you're not going to be able to go into the game design of huge companies. And I understand where he's coming from. The reality is really hard, and being honest is okay. But to me, it was, well, you're not talking about other possibilities, or why you're assuming that everyone wants to be a game designer on the best company, which of course, no, who wouldn't? But to be honest, I wasn't interested until I was in the degree. But there was other thing that you could do with the knowledge that you're gathering. Use a YouTube channel. I know it's not easy, trust me. I've been here for a while, but it's a possibility. Being a tutor, creating classes, I mean, that knowledge, and there's amazing people on YouTube creating, of course, modeling, animation, in-game design videos. But to me, it was like, don't give up, but you're not going to achieve your dreams. Just to let you know, life take you many places. For me, like I mentioned, I wanted to learn so I can do a movie, which I have so many stories, and maybe in the future I will put something in this channel. But I got a job. It was about 3D modeling and animation. The manager didn't even bother to, he's an amazing guy, but he didn't even look at my portfolio. And I put things together. I make sure I was trying to gather things related to the job, and he didn't even see it. But it was okay. I didn't care. I got the job. So I'm not gonna show you exactly what I do, but this is one basic thing that I did at the beginning. I don't think I can show you more. Really simple, not even perfect, but that's what I do. It's not animating characters. It's not animating amazing stories, but it's still animation. Still telling a story through objects, and I like it. I really enjoy doing it. So going back to the beginning, I was horrible because, like I mentioned, I was really, really bad. Like this one, this cape, I used it on purpose to cover the arm. It is not like I was lazy, it's because I was ashamed that I don't know how to sculpt, like you can see clearly in this side. I even hide or I cut in purpose here so I didn't have to do legs or hands, which I'm actually not that bad at hands, I think. But look like that face. That face is horrible. This is not really a sculpture. I created another one Wednesday Adam. If you can see also the face, horrible. Right now, in my purpose in this year is to be able to create real faces. And if you follow my journey, I will post everything here. I will create videos and post them here. But I really believe that even if my whole life I have people saying, "This is horrible. Why are you even bothering doing it?" If I would have give up, or I would have just said, "Yeah, you're right. Let's better do something else," and something like not related to art, because like I mentioned, my passion was painting. That was my passion. Still really bad, worse than sculpting. But taking my degree, my graphic design degree, I took some art classes, and one was pottery. And then I started sculpting, and I saw that it was easier for me to sculpt. It was more entertaining. I enjoy it more than painting. I think I still love painting, and it has been many years that I haven't even touched a canvas. But for sure, I love sculpting. I really do. I really enjoy. So you can maybe look other type of arts that you can enjoy too. But the important thing is enjoy it. Sometimes just for fun, just for fun, like any other hobby. Sometimes it's just to release some stress. And sometimes if you really want a degree, a career, a job, hey, it can take you. It can take you. So let me know if you're interested more about jobs in 3D modeling or my experience. I know I have people outside YouTube asking me about it, so I may do a video, but would you like to know something, please comment below. Enjoy art. The most important thing, there's always room to improve. And if your art is horrible, it's okay. You just have to work on it. See you next time.